Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading Joshua 15 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, "This then was the lot of the tribe of the children of Judah by their families, even to the border of Edom. The wilderness of Zin southward was the uttermost part of the south coast. And their south border was from the shore of the salt sea, from the bay that looketh southward, and it went out to the south side to Mahaleha Krabim, and passed along to Zin, and descended up on the south side unto Kadesh Barnea, and passed along to Ezron, and went up to Adar, and fetched a compass to Karkea. From thence it passed toward Asmon, and went out unto the river of Egypt, and the goings out of that coast were at the sea. This shall be your south coast. And the east coast was the salt sea, even unto the end of Jordan, and their border in the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the uttermost part of Jordan, and the border went up to Beth Ogla, and passed along by the north of Betharaba, and the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. And the border went up toward Debir from the valley of Achor, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is before the going up to Adumim, which is on the south side of the river. And the border passed toward the waters of En-shemesh, and the goings out thereof were at En-rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Enom unto the south side of the Jebusite. The same is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lieth before the valley of Enom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. And the border was drawn from the top of the hill unto the fountain of the water of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephron. And the border was drawn to Baalah, which is Kirjath Jearim. And the border compassed from Baalah westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the south of Mount Jearim, which is Chesalon, on the north side, and went down to Bethshemesh, and passed on to Timnah. And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shikron, and passed along the Mount Baalah, and went out unto Jabneel, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and the coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Judah round about, according to their families. And unto Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, I don't know why I keep saying Jephunneh, he gave a part along the children of Judah, among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the 3 sons of Anak, Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. And he went up thence to the inhabitants of Debir, and the name of Debir before was Kirjath Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah my daughter to wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achsah, his daughter, to wife. And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she lighted off her ass. And Caleb said unto her, What wouldest thou? Who answered, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a south land. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the coast of Edom southward were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagur, and Kinah, and Dimonah, and Adada, and Kadesh, and Azor, and Ethnan, Ziph, and Telem, and Bealoth, and Azor, Adatha, and Kerioth, and Ezron, which is Azor, Amam, and Shemo, and Moladah, and Azargada, and Eshmon, and Bethpaleth, and Azar Shual, and Beersheba, and Bizjothjah, Bela, and Lim, and Azem, and Eltolad, and Chezel, and Orma, and Ziklag, and Madmana, and Sansana, and Leboth, and Shilhim, and Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities are 29 with their villages, and in the valley Eshtaol, and Zuriah, and Ashna, and Zanoah, and Enganim, Tapua, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, Succoth, and Azekah, and Sharaim, and Adithaim, and Jederah, and Jederathaim, 14 cities with their villages, Zinan, and Adashah, and Migdalgad, and Dilian, and Mizpeh, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Boscath, and Eglon, and Kabon, and Lamam, and Kithlish, and Jederoth, Beth Dagon, and Nema, and Makeda, 16 cities with their villages, Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Jephthah, and Ashna, and Nizib, and Keilah, and Ashzib, and Marishah, 9 cities with their villages, Ekron with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea, all that lay near Ashdod with their villages, Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Egypt and the great sea, and the border thereof, and in the mountains, Shemir, and Jatir, and Succoth, and Dana, and Kirjath-Sana, which is Debir, and Anab, and Eshtemoh, and Anim, and Goshen, and Olan, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages, Arab, and Duma, and Eshion, and Janum, and Bethapoa, and Aphekah, and Omtha, and Kirjathaba, which is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages, Meon, Carmel, and Ziph, and Juttah, and Jezreel, and Jokdeam, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages: Al-Ul, Beth-zur, and Gedor, and Meerath, and Bethanoth, and El-Takon, 6 cities with their villages: Kirjath-Baal, which is Kirjath-Jearim, and Reba, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness: Betharaba, Middin, and Sekaka, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt, and Engedi, 6 cities with their villages. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. Alright guys, so in this chapter we see where it is showing the inheritance, the lot that was actually shared among the children of Judah, okay, of which the son of Jephunneh got a portion, and his brothers also with him, his sons also with him. So that is just what is being showed here. Nothing much per se, just showing how the land or lot, as they allocated it, was actually allocated to the children, apportioned to the children of Israel from the tribe of Judah. Okay, and it's showing the different borders so that we can imagine and we can outline where the landmarks are for that territory. Okay, and everything was done according to how God had laid out to Joshua and to Moses before Joshua. All right, and it also tells us that they did not drive out all the Jebusites, right? But some of them actually remained and abide among the tribe of Judah. Okay, alright guys, so that's all I have to say for this chapter. Do remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted whenever a new audio video is posted. And guys, please remember to share your thoughts, your comments, your revelations down below in the comment section. And if you have any questions or queries, you're free to hit me up at my IG angle down below in the link. The link is down below in the description. Okay guys, have yourselves a blessed day. Remember to keep your salvation, and if you have not yet found it, then seek it. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.